over $3,500 in 1 year. That doesn't include your stimulus check. Before you know it, that nest egg is gonna be $5,000, $7,000, $9,000. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Laken Banks, and welcome to my channel. So on my last video, I was discussing how to invest in the stock market during a crash. Thank you so much for watching, but I got some commentary saying, I don't have any extra money to invest in the stock market. Laken Banks, I need an emergency fund. Laken Banks, how do I save up a chunk of money? I can't afford this. I can't. I heard you, okay? And on this video, I'm going to tell you how to save a chunk of money. And you can put that money towards that first property, towards that emergency fund. You might be thinking to yourself, Laken Banks, who are you to be telling us how to save money? You're not a financial advisor. What gives you the right? Well, you wanna know something? You are right. But you know what I have done? I've saved tens of thousands of dollars to pay off my student loans in its entirety. Okay. So if you're wanting to know my story on how I've saved thousands, I will tell my personal journey at the end of this video. Normally, I would tell you guys you need to create a balanced budget because that is the best way to keep track of all your expenses, to keep track of your money, and know how much to spend. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to make this quick, short, simple, easy. So without further ado, let's get into how we save a chunk of money. Ring. Step number 1. This is a very unique step because we are in a pandemic. Most of us are at home in quarantine. Some of us has lost our jobs. Some of us are now collecting unemployment for the first time. Step number 1 is to defer. Deferment. What does that mean? That means if you are paying a mortgage, you can call up your bank and tell them you've been affected by the pandemic, and they'll give you 6 months to defer your loan. There are so many opportunities to basically not pay your bills if you've been affected by this pandemic. If you are at home, quarantined, if you are caring for a loved one who has to be quarantined, you need to get online and get on the phone and call every single bill collector and let them know your situation. They will likely defer your payments for 1 to 6 months. And just by deferring one bill, you can save up, and there is your chunk of money. Simple as that. It's just step 1. Look, you don't even have to watch the rest of this video. No, but seriously, do you understand that not paying my mortgage for 1 month will save me $1,000? $1,000. And that $1,000 I can put into my chunk of money. And there I have it without even trying, just getting on the phone. If you don't watch anything else, please take advantage of this pandemic. I understand we're in a difficult situation, but use it to your advantage. Call your phone company. Do you know in Canada, you don't have to pay your mortgage for 6 months if you've been affected by this pandemic? Do you know in Canada, student loans are being deferred until September? You don't even have to call them. So if you're having an extra $200, $300 a month now because you don't have to pay your student loans, in 5 months you will have $1,000. This is not a time to shop on Amazon. This is not a time to get Uber Eats, okay? I know the lines at the grocery stores are long, but boo. There's no better time than right now. And the first step starts with deferment. Okay. All right, good. Moving on. So step number 2. Step number 2 is to decide on a fixed amount that you are able to save from every paycheck. A fixed amount. This number will not change. Is this number $20 every paycheck? Is this number $50? Is this number $200? And this is without even creating a budget. This is you analyzing yourself and saying, hey, I know I love to get Starbucks. Hey, I know I've eaten out 3 times this week. Hey, I know I've went to the bar and dropped $100 on a tab. When I get paid, how much money do I think that I can save every paycheck? Now listen, once you decide on this number, this is a number we are going to use for the next year. Next year, yeah, next year, because this is about goal setting right now. We are going to do this for 1 year. 1 year, we're going to save $200 per paycheck, $20 per paycheck. This is about our future. This is about our lives and setting ourselves up. And that involves setting goals. And you want to know something? The more you're able to save per paycheck, the faster you will get to a $1,000 nest egg. Okay? If you're saving $75 a paycheck, right? $75. In 1 year, you'll have almost $2 grand. Oh, Laken, I can save a bit more than 75. I can actually do 150. If you can save $150 for every single time you get a paycheck, you will have over $3,500 in 1 year, okay? And that doesn't include the money that you added to the pot from getting your bills deferred. That doesn't include your stimulus check. That doesn't include you spending time at home right now, not being able to spend. Before you know it, that nest egg is gonna be $5,000, $7,000, $9,000. And it all depends on how disciplined you are to make that grow. Trust me, like, you don't know how excited I get to see savings in my account. I don't get excited like going to buy a new shirt or buying a purse. To be honest, I don't even have any brand name purses. I get excited when I see those commas in my account. Okay? Yeah. Anyway, step number 3. So on payday, you walk your butt down to the bank, you go to that teller and you say, I need to take out $100. I need to take out $20. I need to take out the $200. When you take out that fixed amount in cash, and you put it in your handy dandy savings jar. Now each of you need to make a savings jar. I bought this at Dollarama for $2. This jar has changed my life. I actually have jars for a multitude of savings, whether I'm saving for a vacation, saving for car repair, but this is the most important jar right now, and that's savings. Now, this is not gonna work if when you're in a pinch, you go and you pull money out. The only time you should be pulling money out of here is when our 1 year is up. Me and you, we created a 1 year goal. Do not touch this. Last but not least, step number 4, when you are saving over this next year, stop using your credit card. Just stop. But Laken Banks, I want to get the miles, I want to get the points. Stop. For the next year, do not touch your credit card. Because you want to know something? If your paycheck is $1,000, when you have your credit card, they say, you don't need $1,000. I'll let you borrow $2,000. Then you start getting into debt. No, no, no. When you are trying to save money, you are going to stop using your credit card. I didn't say cancel it, just for 1 year. Even just 6 months. Stop using your credit card. Just spend the money that's in your account. And don't touch the money that's in here. You made it through this video. Congratulations, guys. Let me know in the comments what you decided to save per paycheck. I'm gonna tell you what I save. I save $250. So I get paid twice a month, so that means I'm saving $500 a month. By the end of the year, I have $6,000. That is fantastic. It's slow, it's steady, it's consistent. That's how I do it, okay? Now, this is a little bit about my personal journey. When I graduated at 24, I had $15,000 worth of debt. I went and lived with my grandma and I said, Grandma, can you please let me stay here? I need to save some money. She was like, okay, Laken, no problem, no problem. You pray to the Lord and you thank him for doing this for me. She's Caribbean, I'm part Caribbean. So anyway, I lived with my grandma for a year. I was able to save thousands. So my fixed amount that I was taking off every paycheck was $1,000. Because I wasn't paying rent, I was able to put $1,000 towards my student loans. And I paid that ish off in 15 months. It was incredible. And then you want to know something? Instead of taking that $1,000 and finally spending it because my debt was off, I kept putting that away like I had a bill. And then the second year, I saved $15,000. Like, it was incredible. It was incredible. 2 years it took me to save $30,000. And you want to know something? Now I'm in my own house. I'm debt-free. And I'm so much farther ahead just by sacrificing those 2 years. I believe in you guys. You can do it. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm going to release one every week. Please subscribe to my channel and smash that like button, homie. Thank you guys.